Millionaire Mission. Milkman, Mr. Milktastic, coming back at you with another episode splashing in the fishbowl. And on today's episode, we got that Millionaire Mission. Yeah, see what he talk about since he been home. Thug talking about. Thug talking about. My crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom, really everybody that got something to do with this situation. I want to say sorry for just like, I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart. First day out, I'm still screaming for the judge, nigga. Came out of court with my middle fingers up, nigga. Crack addicts. Let's see what Thug was talking about. I'm gonna start it over. I'm gonna start it over. I take full responsibility for, my crime or my charges. All in back. All right, let's still do this one more time. Me and the phone hand. We got chain. You heard me? Let's see what Thug was talking about, though. I want to say sorry to my family. Really, everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just like, I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart. First day out, I'm still screaming for the judge, nigga. Came out of court with my middle fingers up, nigga. Brian Steele, that's my lawyer, real as fuck, nigga. First day out, I ain't wearing no more cuffs, nigga. Finna put a diamond rolling on my wrist, nigga. I ain't cold, I was solid as a brick, nigga. If you never call me, just know you a bitch, nigga. With my bitch, I know she wanna suck my dick, nigga. In the cell, all I did was to eat Doritos. Got no bail, man, I really had to free my ego. Cocky hell, you know Thugger, he just be a Leo. I ain't tell him a legend, I just get a Rico. The king home, nigga, where the my crown at? Y'all had 2 years, how the fuck y'all niggas down bad? I'm about to drop some heat hotter than the outfit. Once it's some lean, but judge said I'm not allowed that. My brother's beefing, now I'm home, we finna get back. Drizzy Pluto Metro promise I'ma fix that. We all bigger than some beefing, that's a big fact. Ain't gonna, that's my slime forever, he ain't snitch a rat. I'ma call a baby just to make sure that he know that. I make yeah, I know, so I'ma own that. The streets have made me, but I promise I won't go back. Just make me crazy, man, I promise I won't go back. I ain't missed a lot, but I miss my kids most. Now they get what they want, I'ma get. I take full responsibility for my so it sounds like he said Gunna ain't no rat, and he gonna fix the beef between Metro Boomin, Future, and Drake. Well, I definitely hope he fixed that because even though that was an awesome beef, we won't deny that Drake and Future make some goddamn awesome music. They Metro with a little bit of Metro Boomin throw it in there too. They make some awesome fucking music. Excuse me this morning, I don't know what I touched. It got in my eye just now. Ooh, it's burning. I don't know what the hell that was. Yeah. Gotta wash your hands before you touch your eyes, guys. Goodness gracious. Whatever that little dirty shit was. Tried to rinse it out my damn eye. Without wiping it. Just rinse it out. Still burning. That's crazy. Ooh. Yeah, that feel crazy. Ooh. I don't know what I done put in my eye. I done put something in my eye. I might not even be able to read this morning. You hear me? Like, what the hell you put in your eye, my boy? I don't know. Got my eyes watered though. Ooh.
tissue. Okay. I think I got it out. Whatever it was that was bothering my eye. I think I got it out. So now we should be able to get to the read. Milkman, Mr. Milktastic, coming back at you with another episode, splashing in the fishbowl. And on today's episode, hey, be on your millionaire mission. Stay focused. Remember, it's a new world. Only you, can make you happy in this new world. It's nothing outside of you that's going to bring you happiness here, all right? It's going to be you. Millionaire mission. Red and black. Black and red. Jump out the fishbowl. You can get that. Millionaire mission. Black and red. Red and black. Slime. Green and black. All that. I think we almost through all of the names in the Bible, and we almost through with this. So we're going to need another book. Another money manager. Another money book. That'll be the third money book. We need 3 more before the year out. Can we do it? We almost done with this one. But like I said, I think I'm in the part of the Bible still while I'm reading these names. We almost through. We almost through with the names, but okay. We almost through the names. All right, we in Chronicles 1. We in Chronicles 1, chapter 10. Dear Lord, Father up in heaven, thank you for safe travels. Thank you for keeping me safe on the road. Thank you for keeping Shine safe on the road. That you can keep us drivers safe on the road from causing harm and anyone causing us harm, any accidents, tickets, DOT, traffic jams. I ask you to keep us safe, keep us moving around them, and keep us in motion and getting to these monies. We can handle business, pay bills, help family, and all that good stuff. In Jesus' name, I pray that I get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding as I read your word. May the person that hears me read your word get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and be encouraged to pick up your word for themselves and build a relationship with you, my Father up in heaven, God, and your Son, Jesus Christ, for themselves. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray, watch over me, my family, my friends, and my enemies. Amen. In Jesus Christ's name. Defeat and death of Saul and his sons. Chapter 10. Now the Philistines fought against Israel. Remember, the Philistines actually come from within Israel. So that's why I be reading them names, because when you hear Philistine, you think like, oh, that's somebody outside. But no, actually Israel, God's people had done started commingling with the Philistines. Because if you notice, God will tell them, hey, run these people completely out of this town. I don't give a damn. Kill their wives, their kids, kill everybody because they worship something that God don't want you to mess around and start worshiping. So God will be like, kill everybody. But kill the animals. But don't keep nothing from them. They evil and I don't want y'all. But the people are people and they fleshly. So they'll see all the nice items or all the nice animals and the nice food or whatever nice that God said destroy. And they'll be like, well, we'll destroy all the rest of this, but we can just keep this good stuff. We'll keep this. But God didn't want them to keep any of it because it was tainted and would taint them, and it actually did. If you've been following along the story. Chapter 10, now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled before the Philistines and fell slain on Mount Gilboa. The Philistines closely pursued Saul and his son, and the Philistines struck down Jonathan, Anabel, and Malachishu, the sons of Saul. The battle became heavy against Saul, and the archers overtook him, and he was wounded by the archers. Then Saul said to his armbearer, draw your sword and thrust me through with it. Otherwise, these uncircumcised will come and abuse me. But his armor-bearer would not, for he was greatly afraid. Therefore Saul took his sword and fell on it. When his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he likewise fell on his sword and died. Then Saul died with his 3 sons, and all those of his house died together. When all the men of Israel who were in the valley saw that they had fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they forsook their cities and fled, and the Philistines came and lived in them. It came about the next day, When the Philistines came to scrip the slain, that they found Saul and his sons falling on Mount Gilboa. So they stripped him and took his head and his armor and sent messages around the land of the Philistines to carry the good news to their idols and to the people. They put his armor in the house of their gods and fastened his head in the house of Dagon. Jabesh Gilead tribute to Saul. When all Jabesh Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men arose and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his son and brought them to Jabesh, and they buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his trespasses which he committed against the Lord, because of the word of the Lord which he did not keep, and also because he asked counsel of a medium, making an inquiry of it, and did not inquire of the Lord. Therefore he killed him and turned the kingdom to David, the son of Jesse. Now, if you peep the play on that last verse, on verse 13, watch what it say. So Saul died for his trespass which he committed against the Lord, because of the word of the Lord which he did not keep. Peep this right here. And also because he asked counsel of a medium, making inquiry of it. What is a medium? You know what a medium is in the Bible day? The medium back in the Bible day was a Miss Cleo. A medium was back in the day what you see on TikTok. When you get on TikTok and you see all these people talking about they can read your palm and they can predict your future with these cards. Those are mediums and spirits and people that's they indulge in witchcraft. But in the Bible, they call them mediums. So I'm always a person. I'm from Florida, so we got like Haitians and stuff, and they always talk about voodoo. And I used to always say, hey, I believe in God. I don't care if your voodoo is real. It ain't going to have nothing to do with me. But reading the Bible and seeing that people actually used to go talk to mediums, quote unquote, psychics, and they actually had psychics back in the day. So these mediums, they ain't all considered evil, because some of these people, the people of God, they was referenced to like how they referenced the mediums and the people that practice divination. So some of them was prophets, and they used to predict certain things for people if the Lord revealed it, because all of them wasn't practicing evil and calling dead people back to life to talk to people. But that's a real thing, like how we see it in the movie, like people going to people's houses and talking to mediums because they want to talk to their dead family member. That's actually a real thing. But the crazy part is when Saul had went to talk to Samuel, because Samuel was the prophet that died, but Saul wanted to talk to him after he was dead. So instead of going to consult with God, yes, the prophet of God had died, but there were other prophets of God. There were other priests. There was ways that he could have went and prayed and talked to God versus saying, I'm going to go to this. What did I say I call them? What I call them people in 2024 who do spirit reading and a witch doctor. Let's just call them witch doctors, because they deal in magic, dark magic. So we call them witch doctors. Before they go to a witch doctor, they should go to God. You feel me? Like, don't go to the medium and the spirit. Immediately go to God. But because we getting back into the story, I think it's some more names in Chronicles. That's why it's like called Chronicles, because they going in like, genealogy order and telling you what happened throughout the story. So we chronicle in the story. I think we're getting past the names, hopefully, but it seems like it's a few more. So I'm going to keep going and see where we at with it. Then all Israel gathered to David at Hebron and said, Behold, we are your bone and your flesh. In times past, even when Saul was king, you were the one who led out and brought in Israel. And the Lord your God said to you, you shall shepherd my people Israel, and you shall be prince over my people Israel. So all the elders of Israel came to the king at Hebron, and David made a covenant with them in Hebron before the Lord. And they anointed David king over Israel according to the word of the Lord through Samuel. Jerusalem, capital city. Then David and all Israel went to Jerusalem, that is Jebus. And the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, were there. The inhabitants of Jubah said, David, you shall not enter here. Nevertheless, David captured the stronghold of Zion, that is, the city of David. Now David had said, whoever strikes down a Jebusite first shall be chief and commander. Joab, the son of Zeruiah, went up first, so he became chief. Then David dwelt in the stronghold. Therefore it was called the city of David. He built the city all around, from the Milo even to the surrounding areas, and Joab repaired the rest of the city. David became greater and greater, for the Lord of hosts was with him. David's mighty men. Now these are the heads of the mighty men whom David had, who gave him strong support in his kingdom, together with all Israel, to make him king, according to the word of the Lord. According to the word of the Lord concerning Israel. These constitute the list of the mighty men who David had. Jehoram, the son of Hamelite, the chief of the 30, he lifted up his spear against 300 whom he killed at one time. After him was Elijah, the son of Dudu, the Ahotite. And it says Ahotite. Ahotite. They have some names for your ass. Ahotite. Alrighty. Who was one of the three mighty men. He was with David at Pasdam when the Philistines gathered together there to battle. And there was a plot of ground full of barley, and the people fled before the Philistines. They took their stand in the midst of the plot and defended it, and struck down the Philistines, and the Lord saved them by a great victory. Now 3 of the 30 chief men went down to the rock to David, into the cave of Adullam, while the army of the Philistines was camping in the valley of Rephaim. David was then in the stronghold, while the garrisons of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. David had a craving and said, oh, that someone would give me water to drink from the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate. So the 3 broke through the camp of the Philistines, drew the water by the well of Bethlehem, which was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. Nevertheless, he would not drink it, but poured it out to the Lord. And he said, be it far from me before my God that I should do this. Shall I drink the blood of these men who went at the risk of their lives? For the risk of their lives they brought it. Therefore he would not drink it. These things the 3 mighty men did. As for Abishai, the brother of Joab, the chief of the 30, and he swung his spear against 300 and killed them. And he had a name as well as the 30. One of the 3, the second rank, he was the most honored and became their commander. However, he did not attain Aya, the son of Jodiah, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, mighty in the deed, struck down the 2 sons of Ariel of Moab. He also went down and killed a lion inside a pit on a snowy day. He killed an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits tall. Now in the Egyptian's hand was a spear like a weaver's beam, but he went down to him with a club and snatched the spear from the Egyptian's hand and killed him with his own spear. These things Benaiah the son of Jodiah did, and had a name as well as the 3 mighty men. Behold, he was honored among the 30, but he did not obtain to the 3. And David appointed him over his guard. Now the mighty men of the armies were Ashiel, the brother of Joab, Elniah, the son of Dudu of Bethlehem, Shalmath, the Herite, Heliz, the Pelonite, Iri, the son of Arkish, the Tikite, Abrazir, the Anathite, Sabakiah, the Hushatite, Eliah, the Ohotite, Mahariah, the Neptepelite, the son of Rebiah of Gibeah, Benaiah the Paratite, Hurrah of the brooks of Gash, Abiel and Arpathite, Asmavet the Bermatite, Elisha the Shalomonite, the sons of Hashman the Gebuzonites, Jonathan the son of Shagi the Harite, Ahim the son of Sakir the Harite, Eplim the son of Ur, Heper the son of the son of Ebazah, Joel the brother of Nathan Mabar, the son of Hagar, Zelik the Ammonite, Nahara the Brothite, the armor bearer of Joab the son of Zariah, Ara the Eritite, Gara the Eritite, Uri the Hittite, Zabda the son of Allah, Adoniah the son of Shaziah the Reubenite, a chief of the Reubenites, and the 30 with him, Hannah the sons of Micah and Josaphat the Manite, Uzah the Ashertite, Shammah and Jelah, Zua, Hatham and Arazite, Jadiel the son of Shimi, Jehoah his brother, and Tazite, Eli, Mabahite, and Jabril, Joseviah the sons of Elnam and Itmar, the Moabite, Elah and Obed and Jaziel, the Moabite. And those are a lot of the names that this book in the Chronicles chapter 11. It gets to be dizzy reading all those names. Okay, I think we almost through with these names. Nope. It's still going. You know what? We need more blessings pouring out this morning because God already been with us this far this morning. It's going expeditiously well. Better than I thought it would be. And it looks like this satchel is going to get dropped and we're going to go get another one. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the money management. A lot of y'all came to learn about this millionaire mission shit and you want to get your money right. Huh? So let's do it. Millionaire mission. Gotta stay focused and gotta stay focused on the goal. Planning for the inevitable taxes. Understanding federal and state income taxes, being aware of hidden taxes, amassing and organizing your tax records, staying out of trouble. When I used to complain about the amount of income tax I had to pay, my mother would say, just be glad you have the money to pay it. So I tried to adjust my attitude. I still resent the amount of taxes I pay, but I'm grateful that I have the money to pay them. Some taxes are paid out every day. For states with a sales tax, you pay a sales tax on every purchase you make. The gasoline you buy at $1.439 a gallon covers up taxes added on by federal, state, and county in which you buy the gas. You don't see the breakdown for each taxing agency. You don't notice the taxes as easily. Federal income tax. Federal income taxes have become so complex that most Americans need help figuring out what they owe and how to report their income. Ignorance only compounds tax problems. You can't claim that you don't know the tax requirements and expect your tax debt to be forgiven. Staying informed. Purchase a tax preparation guide every year. These guides keep you informed and are tax deductible. Even if you choose to have a professional prepare your taxes, the current tax guides enables you to ask informed questions. Your local library and bookstore can provide you with titles and software that can help you get information about your taxes. If any of the publications seem useful to you, call 800-829-3676 to order a free copy. Getting organized. Whether you do your taxes yourself or you turn the task over to a professional, you need the proper records. More than half the time spent on preparing income taxes is related to keeping and organizing records and studying the rules and procedures for filing. If you keep good records, you have completed more than half the battle. Set up a separate file drawer or box that can accommodate folders at the beginning of each calendar year by Manolin folders and label them with the year and any of the following categories that apply to your situation. No matter what time of the year you're reading this, organize your folders for the current year now. Save your receipts and other information in the appropriate folders. Alimony. Alimony is the amount paid to a former spouse under a divorce or separation agreement. You're allowed to deduct the money you pay for alimony from your gross income. Deductions. You may be able to take the following deductions. Charity. You can deduct contributions that you made to a charitable and non-profit organization. Some limitations may apply. Interest. You can deduct some interest payments. Most home mortgages and equity loans are tax deductible. So you can deduct your home mortgages. You can deduct your home mortgages from your taxes. So that means if you paying your mortgage, you can use your mortgage like you can deduct some interest payments. Most home mortgages and home equity loans are tax deductible. Interest on personal loans, credit charges, and car loans are not tax deductible. Medical, you can deduct medical and dental expenses that exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income. Taxes. Excuse me. You can deduct your state income taxes and any local or foreign income taxes when you itemize your deductions. In addition, you can deduct real estate taxes. Travel and entertainment. Travel expenses require special record keeping. Usually, business related deductions for travel and entertainment have a 50% limitation. Work. The cost of certain tools, uniform membership, training mileage, and books can be tax deductible if they're related to improvement and on the job training. Home expenses. Save all records and receipts connected with buying or improving your home. These records become the basis for calculating your capital loss or gain if you sell your home. IRA, a traditional individual retirement account, is a personal savings account that you set aside for retirement by using pre-tax dollars. Roth IRAs also exist, but these accounts use after-tax dollars. Moving expenses. Many expenses connected with change in the location of your employment can reduce your gross income if you move farther than 50 miles. W-2 forms. Your employer is required to send you income information in January of each year. Your W-2 form tells you and the IRS how much money you earned and how much tax was withheld. 1099 forms. These forms report money you receive from freelance assignment, interest payments from banks, and stock dividends. Itemizing. Whether or not you do your own taxes, you have to decide whether claiming the standard deduction or itemizing your deductions will work better for you. A tax advisor can review your tax situation and recommend whether itemizing your deductions will be more beneficial. Generally, if your tax situation is fairly simple, claiming the standard deductions is easier. If, however, you've had outstanding medical expenses, purchased a home, or made some other significant changes in your life, itemized deductions may be in your best interest. In the total value of itemized deduction, if the total value of itemized deductions exceed the value of standard deductions, it's better to itemize your deductions and file the more detailed tax return. Take the time to complete the tax worksheets found in tax guidebooks and softwares, which can help you decide whether to itemize. State income taxes. Most states impose an income tax for the privilege of earning or receiving income tax there. Individuals as well as corporations, trusts, estates are taxed to generate revenue for the state. Only 7 states don't tax personal income: Alaska, Florida, Nevada, South Dakota, Texas, Washington, and Wyoming. New Hampshire and Tennessee tax only interest and dividend income. The states that don't have income taxes finance expenditures largely through sales or property taxes. Understanding income tax imposed by state government. States have more variety in their taxing procedures than the federal government does. Conditions vary from state to state, and you need to know your state's requirement. In general, the rates for the state income tax are much lower than the rates for federal income taxes. States also prepare tax information to assist taxpayers with completing their forms. Both state and federal information is commonly available at post office, libraries, and other locations. Getting the records you need. Use the same records to complete your state and federal form. You file state income taxes simultaneous with your federal forms. Figures for adjusted gross income relate to deductions for federal and state. You receive state forms in the mail, or you can pick them up at the post office, public library, and tax preparation office. After the Great Depression, many states came up with the idea of adding a sales tax to retail sales of goods and service to help finance new programs. Over the years, additional taxes have been added, some hidden and some obvious. Typically, states add their own taxes to alcohol, beverages, motor fuel, motor vehicle registrations, tobacco, insurance, public utilities, and real estate transfers. Avoiding tax trouble. No one wants to hassle with the IRS. Certain flags on a tax return increase your chances of being subject to an IRS elimination or audit. If you keep good records and file on time, you stand a good chance of staying clear of an IRS examination. But you do need to consider the clues that the IRS looks for. Staying alert to audits. That's the next part, staying alert to audits. Hope you got something from that Bible reading, right? Put a little motivation on the end of this and say this much. In life, you have no control over no one but you. You cannot control what someone else will do, what someone else has done. What you can control at all times is how you respond. And what I will say is, giving advice to myself, also as I'm giving advice to you, is have more respect for yourself. Even if them people don't got no respect for you, have more respect for yourself. You don't got to deal with people that treat you not proper. Word for the day. You don't got to deal with that shit. It ain't gonna be the end of the world. You was all right before you met them people. You'll be all right when them people separate from you. Just know that. Stay prayed up. Yeah, you might cry. It might get in your feelings. All that shit might happen. But the main thing is, like, if you fall 99 times, make sure you get up 100. And keep splashing in the fishbowl out here, man. Life is to be enjoyed. It's short. Don't waste time running behind nobody. Because if they want you, you won't have to run behind them. Splashing in the fishbowl, Millionaire Mission. We dropping that satchel. We finna make a few calls and see if we can get a bigger satchel. Make sure you on your Millionaire Mission today. Even after you work your 9 to 5 or your 10 hours or your 12 hours, try to do something to give your business power. Splashing in the fishbowl, Milk Tab.